Here comes another day on planet Earth, and the 9 o'clock train is right on schedule. I guess I'm gonna go play video games. As I go out, here comes Gina.
Hey, Nick, lovely morning, isn't it?
Yeah, it's full of trains being on schedule.
Is something wrong?
Well, no, not really. I guess it is just one of those days.
Cheer up, Nick. The sky is blue, the birds are singing, the sun is shining.
Well, I guess the sun really is shining. Can't wait for the heat wave to be over.
True. Well, guess what? I just got us a new computer. New for us, but it is old. But look on the bright side, it was free.
Yeah, bright. It certainly is bright out there.
Are you listening to me, Nick? Brand new computer here. Well, sort of. Now we can do research, stay connected to friends and family. You know.
Well, good. I'm gonna be going now.
Okay, see you. I wonder why he seems so down today.
There once was a man called Job. He lived in the land of Uz. He had 7 sons and 3 daughters, many animals and many servants. He was the greatest of all the people in the East. In heaven, there was a meeting with God and his angels. Satan also attended. Where did you come from? I've been walking around the earth. Did you see Job? No one is as just and righteous as him. Yes, obviously. You have protected him and given him all he wants. If you took it away, he would curse you to your face. Then I put everything he has in your power. Just don't touch his life. So Job lost all his kids, all his animals, and all his servants. He tore his clothes and shaved his head. Naked I came to this world, and naked shall I go away. God has given, God has taken away. Blessed be the name of God. So you see, Job is still righteous, even with all this calamity. Well, obviously you have not stricken his body. A man will give everything to save his own life. Fine, he is in your power, only do not kill him. So Satan inflicted painful boils on Job, from his feet to his head, and he sat on ashes and scraped himself with a shard of pottery. His wife angrily made fun of Job, saying, "You are still being righteous. Curse God and die." But Job did not sin in what he spoke. Even his 3 friends came to accuse Job of doing something wrong, but Job was still righteous. He knew of God's power and greatness. Job also knew how little and insignificant he himself was. So God cured Job and gave back all that he had in double. Job died at a very old age.
All these boxes. I'm sure they can fit somewhere. Oh, well, I'm gonna recycle them. But first, let's set up the computer so that it's accessible for everyone.
Gina, I have a question.
Great, Kiko. I have an answer. Or at least a computer to give me the answer.
Nice computer. Where did you get it?
My cousin didn't want it, so I got it for free.
Well, anyway, I was wondering if you could find out what we could do on a boring, joyless day like today. I'm pretty sure I've watched every channel and still don't know of what I could watch.
I haven't set up the computer yet. But when I do, we'll find something to do.
In that case, let's set up the computer then.
Hey guys, I was just doing some calculations and it seems that we've forgotten someone's birthday.
How did you find out you missed a birthday? By doing calculations.
I don't know. I have a habit of writing down dates, but I can't seem to remember names, so you can see my predicament.
Well, it certainly is not my birthday. Maybe it's your mom's birthday?
Nah, can't be. Nuh-uh. She would have reminded me.
Oh, it's Nick's birthday. Or it was last week. We totally forgot about it. That's why he left here so upset today.
I'd be upset too if someone forgot my birthday, knowing especially how fun birthday parties can be.
Come on, that doesn't mean he can't have a party still. Let's throw him a surprise birthday party.
A week late birthday party for Nick? That's unheard of. It'll indeed be a surprise.
Oh yes, I know just the thing. He loves video games. I have a new computer and Kiko has a bunch of DVDs. why don't we join forces and throw a super fun tech party here in the treehouse? It will be the envy of all surprise parties and all treehouses around.
Yeah, Gina, with all the colorful flashing screens, it is certain to make sadness and boredom go away.
Okay, Let's play along and not let Nick in on our little secret. We have to be careful so he doesn't accidentally find out.
I'll let Lisa know, and I'm sure she and Cedric can help. I think that Nick is gonna have a blast.
Let's go.
Tired of taking out the trash? Old electronics taking up all your space? Are you being buried by mountains of paper and plastic? There's hope. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Don't know where to start? Consider Bob. Bob has recently discovered the concept of reducing, reusing, and recycling. He used to buy everything he saw in front of him, not thinking about the consequences. Soon he found himself overwhelmed by all the boxes and packaging, and obsolete electronics. Well, the world is full of people doing what Bob used to do, and it can't take it anymore. It's hard to say exactly how much trash is produced each year, but it's estimated to be about 5 billion tons per year. That's almost 1 ton of trash per person in the world. Landfills are filled to the brim with trash, and many cities have run out of space. However, a more dangerous form of waste comes from old electronics. Although electronics are safe for use in your home, when they're discarded, dangerous chemicals like mercury, arsenic, and lead, among others, leak into the environment, contaminating our farms and woodlands, and eventually making it onto our plates. About 50 million tons of e-waste is produced each year. That's enough to fill 218 stadiums like this one. But why are so many electronics thrown away? Because they become obsolete. Obsolete? Yes. Obsolete is when something becomes useless or people think it's useless. Companies have discovered that if they make things that break easily or that they need to be replaced just because they're out of style, people will buy more stuff. They'll be richer and impress others around them. Is that really good for everyone else? But there is a simple solution. Should we send our trash to space? Now that seems silly. Do what Bob did. He reduces. Now he buys less and thinks twice before buying. He also reuses. His old stuff is still pretty useful, and when it's actually broken and cannot be fixed, he recycles. As for electronics, Bob has found imaginative ways to entertain himself. Do you want to be like Bob? It's easy. Reduce, reuse, recycle.
Hi, guys. Lisa here. I have a great idea for a little something we can eat at our outdoor adventure. I'm talking about cheesy pita. But listen carefully. You will need the help of an adult for this recipe. You will also need the following things: 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 tablespoon of yeast, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 cup of bread flour, 1 tablespoon of canola oil, 1/2 cup of warm water, 2 ounces of feta cheese, 3/4 ounce of Parmesan, 4 ounces of mozzarella cheese. First, pour the 1/2 tablespoon of yeast in a bowl. Then, add 1/4 cup of water. Now add 1 tablespoon of sugar. After stirring, let it stand for 5 minutes. While you're waiting, grate all of the cheese. After your mixture has fermented, it's time to start adding the other ingredients. Add the flour little by little, mixing it thoroughly. Continue mixing the flour until the dough turns into a smooth ball. With the help of an adult, it's time to knead. When the dough becomes too dry, it's time to add the rest of the water. Also, don't forget to continue adding the flour. Once the dough has been kneaded, it'll become uniform and springy. Place it in a bowl and cover it.
This isn't fun anymore. It's the 3rd time I've finished this game, and I'm still bored. But then again, it keeps me from forgetting that I wasn't remembered. To remember, oh, it's useless. I've only this electrical device here as a friend, but not even It remembers my birthday. It doesn't even know my name. I have to keep reminding it over and over that I am Nick.
Hi, Nick.
Hey,
You should come with me to the treehouse, quick.
why the hurry? Why follow tracks that lead you into places that never remember your passage there? It is as if we are mere passers-by with no destination.
I said we were going to the treehouse. There is a destination. The thing is, we have a surmountable problem in the treehouse. You have to come quick. Come on.
Why me, Kiko? Can't you call somebody else? Maybe Simon? He's always doing calculations. He is sure to help you in this surmountable problem of yours. Or call Gina. She just got a computer.
Come on. It's not like you're doing anything useful.
Alas, it is a surmountable problem, which of course means it can be solved. What do I have to lose? Okay.
We're back. Now the dough has risen. Let's finish the recipe. Now that our dough is risen, ask an adult to knead the 3 cheeses into the mixture. Your dough should be smooth and will have doubled in size. Flatten the dough and pour all cheeses into it. After your dough is cheesy, roll it into a log. Cut it into small pieces and place them on a cooking sheet 2 inches apart from each other. You're almost done. Don't bake it yet. Now that the slices are on the cooking sheet, wait for 20 minutes for the dough to rise a little bit once again. Bake it in the oven at 375 degrees for 12 to 14 minutes, and that's it. After they've cooled off, with the help of an adult, carefully remove them from the cooking sheet. You can now enjoy your cheesy pita in any way you like on many occasions.
And now it's time for Wonderful Inventors of Our Time. Brought to you by the Wit Factory, providers of information of yesterday for tomorrow. Thomas Edison was born in Milan. No, not that Milan. Milan, Ohio. One of 7 kids. He grew up mostly taught by his mother, after going to school for a very short period of time. Like every good young person, Edison loved to read. He learned many technical and scientific things, eventually leading him to learn how to operate a telegraph by the time he was only a teenager. When working as a telegrapher, he used Morse code, that is, a series of on and off tones that can be understood as words. He traveled across America and gained experience in the field. After arriving in Boston, he decided to become an inventor, where he went on to patent an electric vote recorder. Since this invention turned out to be a flop, Edison decided only to invent things that the public would want. He also went on to establish the first research lab where it contained equipment to work on inventions. The invention that put Edison in the spotlight was the phonograph. The phonograph is like a very old MP3 player. It has a big black disc that looks like a CD. When this came out, people were astounded with the invention. They went on to call him the Wizard of Menlo Park. One of the things Edison is most famous for is the development of a practical light bulb. Although the idea of electric light was not new, Edison was the first person to develop it into something that everyone could use. He went on to become a successful businessman, patenting over 1,000 inventions, including a motion picture camera, a 2-way telegraph, radio, and many other inventions that shaped the technological world as we know it today. The preceding message was brought to you by WIT, Wonderful Inventors of Our Time.
Cedric, did you check the status of the cake that Lisa is making?
Yes, she just changed the status and it reads, Lisa is mixing the flour.
Oh, Nick's coming. Nick's coming. Act normal.
Hey, Simon. Kiko told me there's a surmountable problem here.
Surmountable? Surmountable. The thing is that, you know, that... What's a surprise?
Surprise!
Oh, this is surprising. What's happening here?
It's a birthday party for you. Sorry that we forgot about it last week, but we are making it up with all these fun gadgets and games.
Oh, great. More video games.
I knew you would like it. Why don't we start with this one? It's my favorite. Oh, what?
Oh, great! The power is out! What are we gonna do now? The party is practically ruined!
Hey guys, the cake is, Nick.
He knows.
Oh, well, it looks like we are not going to have any cake then, because I need electricity to finish baking it.
Oh, no cake, no games, I suppose.
Exactly. All these electronics are now as useless as these empty cardboard boxes. This officially makes it a boring day.
Not that it wasn't already before.
Oh, I have an idea. These don't have to be just cardboard boxes. This doesn't have to be a boring day. I have just the thing to brighten up this party.
Summer is a time associated with warm days in the sun-kissed afternoons, and pleasant days at the beach. However, sudden storms appear and are usually accompanied by thunder and lightning. Although it is not fun when it rains in your parade, storms are essential to the survival of plants and animals. For an ecosystem to be productive, water must cycle through. The sun acts as a pump, providing the energy to keep things moving, keeping the cycle in motion. Water from rivers and oceans evaporates or becomes a gas. When the sun and wind act upon it, the vapor molecules rise to the sky and condense, forming a cloud. When this cloud becomes heavy, it rains. The rain falls on the land and is partially absorbed by plants. Some of it drains to rivers, which in turn drain to the ocean. Part of the water is absorbed by the soil and filtered down to the water table, replenishing the underground aquifers, which supply streams with fresh water. In cities, sudden storms can cause many problems because of impervious surfaces that cannot absorb water. Floods, blackouts, contamination of fresh water with sewers are all possible risks. So when building something, it is important to leave as much unpaved ground like grass or forest, even gravel, so that water can be absorbed and not simply run off.
The construction for the Great Wall of China started over 2,000 years ago. It was originally built to protect the Chinese borders from intruders from the north. But because the wall is not continuous, invaders, such as Genghis Khan, would simply go around the wall into Chinese territory. The construction of the wall took place for almost 2 millennia. Coming in at 5,500 miles, it is the longest human structure in the world. One of the first big pieces of the wall was built during the Qin dynasty. However, little of that wall remains today. Most of the surviving pieces are from the Ming dynasty. Also notable are the numerous watchtowers and forts, which would house soldiers who would then help defend the borders. Beacons, or warning signals that were lit up by guards, were also used to transmit messages from one region to another. Although majestic in its structure, it is estimated that 1 million people died building it. The builders were thought to be made up of guards, peasants, disgraced noblemen, and convicts. Today, the wall is known as a symbol of Chinese national pride, a tourist site to millions of people every year, and one of mankind's greatest structural achievements.
Exciting and what a pleasure to carry joy. It is our treasure. For without joy we would be bored, and that is something we cannot afford.
I've heard of this so-called joy, and here is my ploy. With a plain decoy, this plan I'll employ. Sadness will reign over this train, but happiness I'll gain when all that I disdain becomes my domain.
If someone takes this joy away, I'll mourn that day with pure dismay. Our joy, our joy,
I cannot understand why loudly advertise such precious cargo. That is indeed unwise. Yet I just fail to see this feeling they call glee, or joy, or happiness. I am just bored, you see. I seem uninterested. I am indifferent. If only I could do something to save the day.
It is I, Don Bore, but you can call me Boredom. I'm here because your friend said he was bored. I take your so-called joy away. You will be joyless, I will be joyful, you will be sad. With this damsel in distress, I leave this express in a gallop. Don't call me mad.
We're joyless, dispossessed, we're in stress, collar pressed, fancy dressless, we chest, I digress, nonetheless we possess. I want my joy, I am annoyed, forsaken, forlorn, don't repossess, who is in distress?
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Who will come and rescue me?
I can save this damsel in distress, since it was I who called boredom into this train. It's my responsibility, though far from my ability. I will need some help to bring joy into its rightful place. Here's my plan, which is just improvised, though I have just revised in this last verse. Let's just all laugh and giggle, tell jokes and play and mingle. It is all you need to bring joy back in time.